What if Deku was Tabby? Deku was dating Uraraka, and this is 2 years prior to canon. Deku was dating Uraraka. She was at the same school with him and Bakugo. And one day, she told him to meet him at the rooftop. Izuku Midoriya listened and one day went to the rooftop. Then she revealed that she was, well, never really dating Deku. She was just using Deku. And Bakugo. She was dating Bakugo. Deku was heartbroken. And to make it even worse, Bakugo used his quirk on Deku, pushing him over the ledge and simply falling to his death. And they didn't care. They were glad he was gone. Now there's no one to tell and ruin their careers. Because Deku knew a lot of secrets about Bakugo, but refused to tell because he still thought they were friends. But Deku was unfortunately found by someone in a purple mist. He could be a good test subject for the doctor. He's barely alive, so let me take you. As he teleports Deku to a laboratory. Doctor. As the doctor turns around, oh yes, Kurogiri, I've brought you a test subject. As he goes over, oh wait, is this person dead? Another corpse to use? No, he's barely alive, clinging to life, sir. Ooh. He could be used for the new project. I got a few quarks I want to test out on him. Although I'm going to need to get him a new body. But no matter. I have one in process as we speak, as it's Tabby's body. Now the process of sending his mind over will take a little bit. And by his state, he seems to be unconscious. As he starts working on computer. Yes. And how is the plan going? We are still trying to find a way to beat All Might, sir. Don't worry, I'm working on a Nomu that can be able to stop him. But it's still in development. It'll take maybe a year or two to finish. I see. Well, anyway, I better get started on some more projects. As we see, Deku's mind was transferred to Tabby's body. If I may ask, what do you plan to do with him? We'll just have to wait for him to regain consciousness. I think I swiped his memories, so we don't have to worry about, well, him betraying us. That's good. Should I tell the master? No. We'll save him for when he's needed. We need him to wake up first. As 2 years have passed, as Deku finally starts to wake up. As he then breaks his case, the tube he was in, and falls to the ground. Where am I? As then he gets flashes of being thrown off a roof. They threw me to my death. I want my revenge. As he hits the ground, breaking the ground. As the doctor comes walking in. Oh, you're awake. Who are you? As he points his hand over to him. I'm the doctor. I saved you. Saved me? Yes, you were in critical condition when I found you. Where are Katsuki, Bakugo, and Uraraka? Oh, you mean the Hero Corps students? What? You've been out for 2 years. They are currently in UA. I'll have my revenge. And I can assist with that. Your new body can help us. We can help each other. As Tabby looks over at him. What do you mean? I can help you fulfill your revenge. In exchange, you help us get rid of the symbol of peace. I don't have a quark. No. You don't have to worry about that. Your body is filled with quarks. One, you have an endurance quirk. Basically, you're going to be really hard to take down, but you're still can be taken down, and you have resistance to pretty much everything, although it can still affect you in big quantities if you're hit. But you take less damage. And then there's the fact that your combat skill. As Tabby looks over, what combat skill? Yes, you have the mind of fighting. Basically, you have skills of a knife expert, as well as a hand-to-hand combat, which has been engraved into your body through some experimentation. What else do I have, Doctor? Well, yes, you're proficient in weaponry. I don't know why I gave that quirk to you, but basically, you know the knowledge of making any type of device. Interesting. Then how are you going to help me get my revenge? Well, we are planning to attack the USJ, and if I remember, your little friends, Uraraka and Bakugo, the Hero Corps students, should be there. Fine, I'll work with you. But only until I get my revenge. There. We'll make sure you get your revenge. After all, we attack in about a month's time. What am I supposed to do within that time? You can just sit down and relax. Maybe do some training and all that. Meet the League members. There's no need. As Tabby Deku just has pants on and no shirt. You have a jacket or a sweater I can put on, something with a hood. People may misunderstand my appearance, you see. That's true. Some people can be mistaken because of their quirks for a villain. Very well, I do have a, jacket over there. Although I don't know why, since your body is pretty much invisible. Just because I want to keep myself disguised until I have my revenge fulfilled. Very well. And tell me, what is the name of this body I control? Your, test name was named Tabby. Then that's the alias I'll go by. But listen here, Doctor. You betray me. I end you. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to find some place where I can let off some steam. As he starts leaving the facility, his eyes start glowing in anger and seeking revenge. I want to kill him so bad. What else did he inject this body with that I'm possessing? As we go back to the doctor, okay, maybe it was not a good idea to hand him over the anger revenge quirk, but it will prove to be very useful in this battle at the USJ, at least. Also, I must tell Shigaraki to not leave him behind. He's a very interesting test subject. As we go back to Tabby, he's currently walking in an alleyway, walking the streets, where a gang comes out. Hey, punk, hand over your money. As about a gang of 10 people surround him. Seriously. Coming to take on a person you know you cannot handle. What do you mean? We've never seen you around. Just hand over your money and we can let you go. I'm sorry, but I got none on me. That's a lie. Come on, just hand it over. I said I don't have anything unless y'all want to be on the ground. I suggest y'all back off. As two guys go in for a punch, Tabby simply just grabs both of their hands and diverts it to where they're punching each other, knocking them out in one blow. Who's next? As someone uses like a Sword Quark tries to slash Tabby, as he simply, dodges back and grabs a sharp piece of glass next to a trash can and simply, cuts his arm and then kicks him to a wall, then stabbing him in the shoulder. As another guy comes over to punch, he dodges, causing the other guy to punch the guy in the wall, knocking him out. He simply then elbows the guy in the neck, kicks him in the stomach, and then tosses him at another guy, knocking them both out. 5 down, 5 to go. As he stares at the other 5. Come on, it's just one guy, we can handle him. As they all rush him, about 2 minutes later, they're all on the ground. Y'all are a bunch of weaklings. None of you have a lick of fighting experience. Where this body of mine has been made with tons of it. How about this? As Tabby looks over at the 10 thugs. Why don't I teach you a few lessons? As he cracks his knuckles. About a week later, we see Tabby in an abandoned warehouse where these thugs are just fighting each other. There, you're sloppy. Remember, watch your footwork. As he seems to be training them. As they've grown respect towards Tabby for teaching them these things. Y'all could do much better than just some common thieves, you know. That sword Quark of yours could really do some work, transforming your arms into blades. And your surveillance with cameras. Able to hack any camera within a certain vicinity range could be useful for scouting. And you, what was your quirk again? Oh yeah, sorry, I can emit a large volt of electricity. Although, it drains me and I don't prefer to use it in combat. How big are we talking? If I use enough to make a blackout through the entirety of the city. That's a pretty handy quark. Why don't you use it? It's too dangerous and affects a lot of people nearby. Try focusing it down into smaller quantities. That way you don't have to worry about using just one attack, since that's basically what your quark does. So try focusing your electricity into smaller quantities, and focusing shooting from your arms. But that last attack could be really helpful in a dire situation. Thank you, sir. As all the thugs he had beaten have grown respect towards Tabby. As 2 thugs come in, what did y'all bring this time? Oh, well, we managed to get some more cash. We robbed a rich person's car. Not bad, not bad. Did you kill anyone? No, sir. Good. As then Tabby remembers, that's right. I guess I've grown a little bit soft. After being a week here. But I still want my revenge. Is he seeking with rage? Everyone, sparring match, now. As everyone comes down to go fight Tabby. As, after 5 minutes, he's defeated everyone again. You'll still have a lot to learn, but y'all have improved. Y'all have managed to last about 5 minutes or more. Y'all can fight pretty much low-level heroes. Also you, the electric guy. I'm only gonna say this once. If it's a dire situation, use that massive powered quark you got with electricity. Will that cause a lot of damage around the surrounding areas? You wait until your allies are in the clear before activating it. Do you hear me? Yes, Tabby, sir. Remember, I'll be back within a few, days. After a week or so. I must go finish business. There's a few people I need dead. We can take care of them, sir. No. They're currently in UA, so I can't take care of them right now. May I ask what's so important about these, students? Just know they're responsible for me having this body. Is there a confused body? Isn't that your quark, sir? No. They murdered my original one. A doctor saved me. As they're shocked by hearing the news. Now anyway, improve. When I get back, he'll better last an hour against me. As he leaves, as the electric guy starts talking, man, he's resistant to pretty much everything. Like, my electric work barely has any effect on him. I know, and my, typesetting bombs with just placing and detonating ability. Yeah, I forgot. You touch something and you can make it explosive as long as it's not a living organism. Yeah, it has to be non-living. That's my quirk. He's taught me how to use it efficiently. In fact, he's asked me to, rig C4s for him. In fact, he's taught me how to make certain bombs as well for some reason. Where did he get all this knowledge? Yeah, and how did he get a crate of guns for us? I don't know, but he's taught us a lot of things, and we've grown a lot better from it. So I guess we just owe him that. As we go to Tabby, who's just roaming in another alley. I guess I cooled down a little bit of my anger, but it's still boiling up every time I think of them. I want to murder them now, but going to UA right now is a death sentence. And the heroes will stop me before I even reach them. And they're lucky, but when the USJ comes, they're dead men. What to do? As he sees a hero, basically interrogating a guy. Come on, where's my money? I don't have it, sir. Come on, you have already missed last week's payment. You owe me double. Pay up. I'm sorry, I don't have it. As Tabby's watching this. What are you doing? As a hero turns around, and it seems to be like a hero with a water quirk. This is not your business. Just go along your day. I'm sorry, but these are my streets. As he's been around the area with all the thugs and all that for the, week. He's claimed it as his territory. These are my streets, so if you got a problem about it, you can leave. Leave the man alone, walk away. I'm a hero. I can do what I want. I'm warning you one last time. As he gets up close to the man's face, leave. That's it. You're asking for it. I'm taking you in. As he goes to punch Tabby, as his punch doesn't even move him, as it just hits him in the face and he doesn't move. Bad choice. As Tabby pulls out a combat knife and cut his arm off, as the arm goes flying. Ah, my arm! As the man pulls up his other arm to shoot water from it, as he gets stabbed in the neck by Tabby. You're too slow. You let your guard down thinking I was no threat. The heroes that do that are the easiest to take care of. As the guy's now scared. Listen, you don't say anything, I don't say anything. You got that? As the guy just simply shakes his head. Good. Now I'll go ahead and take care of the body. You go back home. And here. He tosses the hero's wallet. Take the money. I don't need it. As he simply just drags the body into an old abandoned factory. Alright, where is it? As he opens a sliding door, and sees a furnace, and he tosses the corpse and the severed arm into the furnace to burn it and get rid of the evidence. There. They won't even know he's gone. Low-level heroes like that, I despise them. Who thought getting rid of a hero would feel so good? Well, anyway. Maybe I should go back and teach those guys a few more lessons. Nah, they've probably learned enough from me for now. But I really need to get my anger out. I guess this hero will do for the time, but And this anger, seek of revenge. As more memories of him being blasted just keep replaying in his mind. As his eyes glow, I must kill them. As, well, the wall he was holding on just breaks. Calm down, Tabby. Calm down. As he's talking to himself. Well, I guess I just need to go back. As it's been about the time for the USJ attack, and it's the day before the USJ. As Tabby's just sitting into the warehouses as he's checked on the thugs. Y'all have improved greatly. So where are you going, sir? I'm going to go to the USJ to take my revenge. We can accompany you, sir. No. Y'all may be stronger than any average villain now. But you don't stand a chance against certain heroes if there's too many. So how about this? When word gets out the USJ attack is under attack, I have something for you to go grab. What would that be, sir? You'll know what it is. I'm leaving the paper. As they look at the paper that's sitting over on the wall, go grab that item. And when I'm back, I expect it to be here. I'm going to be gone for the entirety of the rest of the day and tomorrow. So don't expect me to be back. You got a window of pretty much 2 days. I believe y'all can do it. After all, you've grown from a measly group of thugs to a, well, what I would call a group of villains that have a chance of taking on several heroes. Now, as he turns around and starts walking, time for my revenge. As Kuragiri came and picked him up, taking him to, well, the LOV, as Shigaraki's like, who is he? This is Tabi, a member of the LOV that the doctor assigned. He's like the Nomu. Don't compare me to that brainless thing. I only have this body, and I'm only here for my revenge. After this, nothing else. I'm leaving for good. As Shigaraki's, so you're only here for what? To take revenge on All Might? No, on a few of the UA students. You allow me to take care of them, I will assist you in taking out All Might. Shigaraki smiles. Very well. Where would you like them teleported? Teleport Katsuki Bakugo to the, what, landslide zone? Or the one with all the wrecked building areas in the USJ. Teleport him there. I'll be waiting. And teleport me there an hour early. I need a bit of prep time. Very well. As Kuragiri already teleports, well, Tabi to the USJ. Now, let's get started. As he walks in the building, Bakugo has an explosion quirk, so I'm gonna need something to deactivate that. As he walks around the building, Now, as he starts grabbing items and placing it all around the building. Note. As about the hour passes and villains start arriving. Listen, villains, you're here with me. You probably were assigned here. But listen, when I give out a certain command, I want all you to leave this building. I mean all of you. You got that? I don't want to see a single person left inside except those kids. As one of them says, why's that? It's just in case y'all are defeated. I want you to grab your comrades and get out of there. They're going up in smoke. Are you going to assist in the fighting? No, not yet. I will just wait. And watch. By the end of this, someone's dying. And I prefer if it's not any of you villains. Was that a threat? No, that is not a threat. I'm simply saying I don't want any of you to get caught in the explosion that will occur. As they're surprised, I've rigged the place in hidden areas with C4. By a simple press of this button that he has in his hand, the whole place is going up in flames. The same with anyone inside. So if you don't get out of there when I give the command, and you only have 3 minutes to do so. No more, no less. Y'all, I don't care the method. You could jump out a window, you could take the stairs. You could jump off the roof, I don't care. But if you're not out within the 3 minutes after I say the word, everyone in the building is dying. I just want the one kid to die in the building. But I won't hesitate to end y'all too, just to let y'all know. And I'm just being grateful telling you the plan. I could have waited for y'all to just blow up. As some of them grunt and all that, but they agree. Because it does sound like a decent plan. Now go ahead and go in there. And if somehow y'all do manage to defeat those kids, bring me the one with the explosion quirk. Alive. Okay? Alright, whatever you say. As they walk in, these villains are nothing but lowlives. Unlike the group of thugs I've been training for the past few weeks. They could easily dispatch of these guys. But I prefer not to kill any of my own, since I'm now part of the villain society. And I hate when people get in the crossfire. But things cannot be helped. Now I just sit and wait. As the events of the USJ do happen, as Bakugo and Kirishima do get teleported to this area, as he can hear the explosions from Bakugo fighting, as he's on the building, well, across, on the roof. It seems like the fighting has already begun. As his eyes start to shine, Katsuki Bakugo. Just wait. I don't plan to kill you in the explosion, but someone, most likely a friend. I did my research and you started making friends at UA. I wonder how you'd feel when one doesn't make it. As the building, or the villains in the building, well, get defeated. As Bakugo quickly rushes out using Explosion Quirk, heading towards, well, the middle. Where do you think you're going? As Tabby pulls out a pistol, aims it at Bakugo, and fires, shooting him in the arm, causing him to crash down in a building. Bang, bullseye. Hey, everyone. The explosive. As he says that, all the villains get up, surprising Kirishima as they all run out of the building. As Kirishima is very confused, where do you all think are going? As he's running, as the last villain has escaped through the front door, Kirishima is heading towards the front door. That's the last of them. As he presses it, as he gets to the front door, he looks over and sees, well, a C4 right at the front door. As it blows up, pushing him back into the building. As then every support beam in the area starts to crumble down and falls on Kirishima. There. That's one student down. Y'all got out? As all the villains that are basically just injured and all that are behind him. Good. Now I'll ask Kiri to get y'all out of here. As he presses an earpiece on his ear. Kiri, could you come pick up these villains? We've dispatched of a student. The other one has an injured arm and is currently making its way back to the beginning. So could you teleport these villains out of here? I'm on my way to the middle by foot. Very well. As Kirigiri appears there and teleports the injured villains out of there. As he smiles and goes to the rubble. Aren't you coming to the middle? Go, I'll catch up. As Kirigiri goes back to the middle. Now, as he moves some rubble, as he sees, well, Kirishima, who's barely alive using his hardening quirk. As Kirishima is surprised that he's there, as he holds his pistol up front. Sorry, kid, but you're in the line for my revenge. This has nothing to do with me. I don't even know you. Yeah, you don't. But being friends with Katsuki Bakugo was a mistake. As he then just fills Kirishima with holes. Let's see how they react to this. Especially you, Katsuki Bakugo. As Tabby smiles. Don't worry. My revenge plan doesn't just stop here. Now let's go to the middle, as he holsters his pistol. As he starts just walking with his hands in his, well, coat. As he starts walking to the middle, and this is around the point where, well, All Might has sent the Nomu out. Kurigiri and Shigaraki are currently staying to get together. As they look at the villains. Surrender, villains. Y'all don't stand a chance. As Shigaraki's angry. As then Kurigiri says, well, the same thing. He says that we still have at least a few minutes and the villains are getting back up. As Tabi just simply shoots, hitting All Might in the shoulder 2 times. Just don't sit there and talk. Go ahead and take him down. Y'all heard the boss. As he says this, the villains start getting up. We're not just some lowlifes to be pushed around, are we? We're villains. We're strong. We shouldn't be pushed around like this. As a lot of the villains are hearing this, the ones that were being taken down by Aizawa, as they get up, he's right. We're just not some weak villains. That's the spirit. And take them down and bring me the one with the explosive quirk, will ya? As all the villains that had been taken down by Aizawa got back up and start fighting again. As Shigaraki is surprised. How did you do that? You just gotta simply know how to motivate. As he had learned this throughout training those 10 thugs. And come on, All Might's there at the pickin'. You want to do the honors, don't you? As he gives a glare at Shigaraki. As he's like, right. Kurigiri, teleport me to All Might so I can decay him. As he's about to do that, as Shigaraki gets shot, as both of his arms get shot, as then Tabi steps in front where the bullets just, well, get deflected off his body. Still leaving holes in the clothes, but they get deflected. Reinforcements have already come. Very well. I'll have to do something more extreme next time. As Kurigiri comes back to get Tabi. For a moment, I thought you were going to leave me behind. Of course not. I was ordered by the doctor to make sure you get out of here with us. Hey, every villain that's left in the entirety of the USJ, as his voice echoes through the entirety of the USJ. If you get out of this mess, you know where to meet us. As he smiles. As he then walks back into Kurigiri's portal as they get away. What'd you say? They're gonna rat out the location to the heroes. Kurigiri questions. Oh, I plan on it. Is he surprised? We'll pick up the villains. When the heroes bust in, let's just say they'll be meeting an unexpected fate. As Shigaraki's well injured on the ground. Man up, it's just a few bullet wounds. You got shot, how are you not bleeding? I'm an experiment of the doctor. This body is meant to resist pretty much everything. Explosive, fire, water, any type of attack. I'm resisted to pretty much a lot of stuff. Gunfire's gonna do nothing to me. Oh, and to let you know, All Might's pride should be wounded. As Shigaraki is shocked, what do you mean? I ended one of his students for you. As Shigaraki smiles, and as the person on the TV opens up, well done. Let me guess, you're the master the doctor was talking about a while back. Yes. You may have not killed All Might, but you did manage to wound him. And you killed a student. This will definitely hit his pride. Yes. It will. And I can't wait to see the look on Bakugo's face when he realizes one of his friends has been murdered. He'll become seeking revenge, most likely, trying to find the killer. And when he does, he'll be walking into his own demise. As he smiles, who know playing the role of a villain would be so fun. We go to, well, Bakugo and the class as they're outside the USJ. I've got some bad news. As they ask about Aizawa's health and all that, he's going to be fine. He's being sent to the hospital. As then they ask about Kirishima, like, where's Kirishima? I'm sorry to say this, he didn't make it. As Bakugo was shocked, he was behind me. I was confident of that. How did he get... Who took him out? Well, he was found in the rubble of a building. The cause of death was 3 bullet wounds. Bakugo was shocked. It's the same guy that shot me. As Mina's crying and all that, as Ida looks over, what do you mean? I saw someone in a hat, had a gun, who shot me in the shoulder. I lost track of him after it caused me to go out of control and hit into a building. Then I made my way to the front. I should have stayed behind, waiting until we both got there. As Bakugo's regretting it because Kirishima was a person he had met and considered a friend throughout pretty much his month or so at UA. 2 months, I think. As he's angry, I'll kill the bastard. And bring him in. This is not your fault. You couldn't have known that there was someone stronger. We only knew that there were 3 main enemies here. We didn't know there was someone else that strong here. The detective speaks up. He's right. For all y'all know, that Aizawa had analyzed that the 3 main villains were the big Gnomu that we've captured in custody, Shigaraki, and the portal guy. We didn't know there was a 4th. And by your estimate, it was the one that was riling up the villains as well. As he's shocked, what do you mean? Well, all the villains got up and started fighting 10 times harder against the reinforcement of heroes and police when they left. He said words that encouraged the villains. Quite a few got away, but we're still hunting them down. We're questioning the other ones to try to figure out where they're being sent, where their meeting spot is. As of that right now, we cannot be sure where they're at. As Bakugo's angry, but I recommend y'all get back to campus. As they do as they're told. As we go to Tabi, who's watching the news, where it reports 1 UA student dead. See, Shigaraki, who has 2 brace arms right now? We've managed to meet a symbol. We managed to kill a student under the watch of All Might. That would put us on the face of the media for a while. And guess what? You got the front page! As it shows, well, the image of the USJ. You got the front page, I have to admit. This villain group doesn't seem half bad, but I'm still only here until I complete my revenge, by the way. As he looks over at Shigaraki. And I'm also talking to you too, man across the TV. Very well. As long as you help us with our goals, I'll make sure you achieve your revenge. Oh, don't worry. I will be achieving it shortly. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going out. As Shigaraki says, where are you going? Just to meet a few friends. As All For One on the other side of the TV speaks, and who are these friends? Just some people I've been working with. No worry, they pose no threat to you or your plans. As he walks out, Kurigiri, what can you tell me about these people? It's a group of thugs he's been training. He's training villains, is he? Apparently. Only a small group of them, though. No idea why. Probably something to do with his revenge. Maybe. Not sure. Well, we'll let him do as he pleases for now. After all, he's stated he's not going to interfere with our plans. And, of course, the doctor wouldn't have sent him to us if he's not trustworthy. So we'll let him do as he pleases for the time. As we go to Tabby, who opens the door to the factory. Hey, y'all in here? As two of the thugs appear. Sir! You're back! Yes. Now, did you get the item I requested? Yes, sir, it's in this box. Where are the others? Well, they're currently out, celebrating. At least two of you stay behind, that's all I need. As this guy has a, fire quirk, and the other guy has a, shield quirk. Open it up. As the guy with the shield quirk grabs a crowbar and opens the lid, revealing an EMP device. Perfect. Sir, why do we need this? We could just ask the other villain to use his quirk. No. Sure, our colleague could do the same thing, taking out every communication throughout the city. But when he does that, he exhausted his strength, and I don't need him to be exhausted for my plan. So we are helping you get your revenge, sir. Yes. But since I've trained y'all a lot and y'all been completing odd jobs. He puts the lid of the crate back onto the box. I'll help you with your next mission. What do y'all want? Money? I can get it for you. I have some contacts I can contact. And what would those contacts be? I've got some family in Russia. Or, wait. Or was it Germany? I always forget where they are nowadays, but I can call them up. So now, what do y'all want? Well, sir, we have enough money thanks to your support. We don't need anything. Very well. Just prepare. Y'all names and faces aren't well known. That's what I've been keeping you a secret. Make sure to send an invite to the heroes and all that. Oh wait, we won't need to where I plan to set this thing off. I'm still very confused where you want this thing shipped to. Oh, don't worry. Y'all are going to be in disguise for this. Which is what, sir? I'll explain when the rest get here. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta contact some people. As he walks to another room and sits in a chair. Yes, this is Izuku Midoriya. As people on the other side, oh, sir, what are you calling? Yes, I would like to call in for a favor from, my relative. What? Toji Midoriya. Toji? Sure, I can put him on the line. Go ahead, put him on the line. This is Toji. What do you need? Toji, it's been a while. Izuku, why does your voice sound different? Oh, well, you see, you probably knew that I was murdered about 2 years ago. Yes, I was shocked when you gave me a call. Yes, I'm currently working out on my revenge. And I need a few things from you. What is that? First off, I know I've got some men of my own, but I need you to send a villain or two to join the LOV. Sure, why? But I can't just let him out of prison, you know. Don't worry, don't worry. I know that since you're pretty much the head of security for the prison, prisoners going missing will be an issue. But I've already contacted others to erase the records of those villains, to make them seem like they're not even supposed to be there. Alright, who's the people you want? Send me the Winter of Death. The Fox Girl? Of Ice? Yes, send me her. Her quirk will be very useful for my plans. Alright, but she is at least she's a mediocre villain, but her quirk is very powerful. Don't worry, by the time my plan goes off, her quirk will be even more as it is. Alright, who else? Give me the Berserker. That brute? Okay, getting him out of here is going to be a problem. I can't do that. Even if you erase his record, the higher-ups are not going to allow it. Fine. Who else is there? Yes. Ruve. Him? Yes, send me my old buddy Ruve. I know he's there locked up. Didn't they catch him a while ago? Yeah. I guess I can get him out. He doesn't have a lot of major crimes. Good. Send them to my location. It'll be good to get in contact with them again. Very well. I do owe you this favor. It'll be done. Remember, if you want another villain or two, you can always call me. No problem, old friend. Oh, remember, I'll be there for the Thanksgiving, by the way. It would be good to see the family. Although, I'm technically your only relative that's left alive. That is true. Y'all moved to Japan a long time ago. Yes, although my appearance has changed, so y'all may be shocked when I arrive. Alright. See you Thanksgiving. That's several months away, you know. My revenge plans will be done by then, and I'll be back. Very well. Oh, and one more thing. Yeah? When will they be here? Calculating the distance and time, maybe a week. Good, good. As he's looking at his calendar. My plans for revenge starts in about a month. So I want them here before then. A week will do. Thank you. And have a nice day, as he hangs up. And smiles. Releasing a few friends from prison and bringing them here is exactly what I need. I may want to let the LOV know of what I'm cooking up. But what's the fun in that? But I could use their nomus. I was hoping to keep them out of this, but I'm going to need their support, most likely. The place is going to be crawling with heroes. Fine. I'll ask them later. As he gets up out of his chair and goes to a board where there's two images of Bakugo and Uraraka. Soon, y'all will be dead. I'll make sure of that. Oh, enjoy the show while it's still on, because the finale will be arriving shortly. And that is part 1 of What If Deku Was Tabby. This is a 2-part series, so I hopefully you'll enjoy the second part when it drops. Remember to like and subscribe.